like Snake Plissken. Is it Plissken or
something like that?
Plisson or Pliskin? I think.
But don't call him Pissin. That's disgusting.
I'm sorry. I will never do such a thing ever again. I'm so sorry. Anyways, happy Tuesday. It's so good to be back. Had a decent weekend until I hurt my back by sitting. I was sitting.
That hardcore stuff that, you know.
Like sitting, and I think I sat and I think I was leaning to one side too much, or I have a really bad habit sometimes, depending on what I'm doing. Like I might be going over. I think I might have been like going like this for some reason and bending over something. And I did that just a tad bit too long. And like, here I am with a hurt back. So, I'm going to get up. I'm going to try to get up every like hour and a half or so, depending on how I'm feeling. And walk around. I'm going to try to do that. So Alexa, set a timer for 90 minutes. Why did she say 3 hours? I said 90 minutes. She said 3 hours and 10 minutes. No, Alexa, cancel that timer. Alexa, set a timer for 90 minutes. Why does she keep adding time? Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind. She said 1 hour, 30 minutes. Can I tell you a story, or should I save it for Discord? You can tell us a story.
I like stories.
You are more than welcome to tell us the story. We'll jump right into that story through right after I do intro. So go ahead and type up your story, and then we'll read it right after the intro. Okay, I'm Hazziesof. As always, so good to be back. To my left is my amazing partner, Nord, aka Nordicmonkey. Say hello to the stream.
I make things late.
Well, you look like you're ready to adventure in our odd adventures and Curious Expedition 2.
Yes, adventure in the odd adventures of adventuring in...
Which is the game we're going to play today.
With curiosity.
With curiosity, yeah. Anyways, today is stream number 400. Yay! Made it to Cheers. 400. Cheers! I was really careful there because I didn't want to accidentally bump your glass like a little bit too hard and then like shatter.
You should show off that mug.
Oh, this mug? Oh, this is my Snow the Product mug. I know it's probably... Maybe it's not. Yeah, it's backwards in camera, but it says it's Say Bitch. It's from one of Snow the Product's songs. It's pretty cool. I'm really happy with it. It looks Daria-esque.
She was really happy when the merch came in.
Oh god, I was so happy.
It was like
I bought quite a bit of merch over the summer from Snow the Product, and me and Nord were talking about it, and we were thinking, because like Snow the Product and her partner actually
personally pack their
stuff. They personally pack their own merch. And we were talking about it, and we were like, they're probably like, who are these? Because we live in the middle of nowhere. I'm not going to say where it is, but we live in the middle of nowhere, and they'll be like, who are these people in this podunk like place I've never heard of, like that are buying all this merch? Like, what's going on? Like I was thinking that maybe they were thinking that when they were packing our merch. Like, Thorn
said, I had a hell of a time setting up my second monitor. I knew the thing had a second HDMI slot, but couldn't find it. I noticed some little tiny plugs in some slots and thought one must be the HDMI I was looking for. I had to pry them out, as they were stuck under the back of the case metal, and ended up tearing my thumb. Ooh. I had to tear the plug out with pliers. Dude. I'm sorry, that's
brutal. like I'd be like, why do they make it so difficult? I'll be honest, like Nord, that's a job I would give to you.
This is true. When we have that stuff like here, she's like, okay, your turn.
Yeah, I'm just like, I can't, no. Later, I was so damn sore from being hunched over the back of my PC for so long. Yes, Thorn, we're of the age where if you hunch for too long, or even like go like this over a phone, it will hurt. And if your back starts talking to you, you should like lay off whatever it is you're doing. As soon as you feel your back starting to talk to you, it's like no more. And you want to know the funny thing? I didn't listen to my own advice because I kind of felt it. It was kind of talking to me, and I don't know why. I didn't listen to it, and I didn't get up. I just didn't do it. So yeah, if your back starts talking to you, that's my advice. Listen to it, get up, be straight.
The hunch thorn of computer dom.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me. So I think it was like in summer. I don't know when it was. I don't remember when this happened. Maybe it was a couple months ago. I don't even remember. But I like got up from my chair and I kind of had a hunch and I could feel it. But then I went outside to go get like some packages on the porch, and I saw my reflection in the mirror, and I was like, oh no, it's I'm looking like my grandma, because my grandma, she had like where I'm having issues, she had issues in the exact same spot of her back too. Like it was kind of like in the back on her hip. And so she would also hunch. And I'm like, oh no. I'm like, my grandmother lived to almost 100 years old, you know, and when she was doing that, like she was older. And I'm like, I'm only 41. What? I need to fix that.
We're not as sturdy as older generations.
We're not as sturdy, that's true.
They had real food though.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if you look at the nutrition that they would get from like simple things like broccoli and whatever else.
Yeah.
Like we have to eat like 5 times the amount to get the same nutrition.
Yeah, I've seen articles about that.
That's assuming that you don't have digestive issues that prevent you from actually consuming it properly.
Yeah.
Like all these people talk about, oh, younger generations, blah, blah, blah. No, we got effed. We got effed.
You're so positive.
Well, hey, Tribes of Midgard has new content, so let's just segue to that.
That's what I was about to say. Okay, so we're going to jump into our Geeky Talk segment. Geeky Talk segment is where me and Nord kind of talk about our interests or the things we're keeping an eye on for about half an hour to an hour, and we also chat with y'all with whatever y'all want to chat with as well.
Yes.
So the first thing that I want to talk about is Tribes of Midgard, because apparently the updated patch notes were put up this morning when I morning when I couldn't sleep, because I woke up at 2:30 and like tossed and turned for 2 hours, and then I was like, I guess I'm not going to bed, and I came to the PC, and the first thing I saw was there was new patch notes like seconds after I turned on my PC. So I was like, oh, you know what? This would be great for Geeky Talk, since we are going to be playing Tribes of Midgard on Thursday. If you want to play, it'll be at about 1 p.m. Pacific time, because, you know, we do our Geeky Talk segment. Maybe a little bit later, depending on how long Geeky Talk like runs, but we usually try to get when we're having multiplayer games, we try to be quick on the Geeky Talk, and so we can just jump into gameplay a lot sooner.
Are you going to play the trailer for it?
For what?
For season 2.
I didn't even realize you want to send me the trailer then? I had the notes up.
Just go to Steam. That's where I'm at.
Okay, well, I have to get the link, because I'm only showing my internet windows.
Oh.
So I'm not showing my Steam.
Aren't you special?
Nora doesn't know how all this
I know
newfangled
technology
stuff works, because he
I
doesn't know what I have.
I click on buttons.
I mean, you click on buttons, but that doesn't mean you know what's happening.
Norton said, "This is why we play video games, because just getting out of bed might break us, so we must live vicariously through the games."
Yeah,
exactly. Hey,
where is it on Steam? I don't see it. Is it on here? Is it the first one from yesterday?
Yeah, just click on.
Okay, where is it?
Scroll up.
These are the patch notes that I read.
Here you go.
Oh. Okay, here we go. Let me turn up the volume a little bit, and then we'll get to watching this. So this is the
I'm Sydney from North
trailer for the second season of Tribes of Midgard.
The Serpent Saga. In this saga, the ocean has become our newest biome, and it's yours to conquer.
I need to finish my
As you
coffee
can
out of
see,
this one.
boats have arrived in Midgard.
Boats and
a weird
hoes!
new mode of transport. It's a very freeing
So you bring the
feeling being
boats,
able to
I be the
embrace the
hose.
water this way. but
Okay.
caution,
It's a
the ocean
deal.
is scattered with rocky reefs, some of which may be guarded. You'll also meet some new enemies during your travels, and I advise you keep an eye out for shape-shifting seals, selkies.
So kill the seals, because
Now,
apparently
these
they're
water
evil.
spirits are
So if you
fossorial,
liked seals
and
before,
their magical
sorry.
wires allow them
You're
to
gonna
conjure
learn how
diverse
to
support
dislike them.
abilities, such as protecting, empowering, or reviving their allies.
You hear that?
Season 2 presents a brand new multi-step saga
So they can
quest.
You see the
Before we
quest
take to the
process?
seas, you're going to want to make sure you've got your shipyard built. This is where you'll construct your boat, and you can build 3 different types. Once that's up and
Reminds
running,
me a
you'll
little
find
bit of
new types
Valheim with
camps
the
located on
smaller to
islands,
bigger
with
boat.
some new dangers, of
Yes.
course, like these arrow-shooting turrets. Progressing in the saga quest will let you face a beast like no other. If you're looking to change it up from Fenrir, then this is the fight for you.
Yeah, so you can still fight
Seasons build upon each
Fenrir.
other, meaning if you're not done
But
with
I
the big bad
think-
wolf of season 1, you can still take
I
him on.
think that you're
And if you're
automatically
looking for a
going
challenge, why
towards
not
the
take down
serpent. Fenrir, though you can change it up to go to
We've
Fenrir
added
at the
5
quest
new
board,
runes,
is,
one which
if I
will cause
remember correctly
explosions
from the
when you're
notes.
collecting resources, and another which summons an icy storm. We've also added in 6 new starter kits, leveraging the new content of Season 2. And for our armor set enthusiasts,
We'll
we have
look
2
closer
new
into like
serpent-themed
stuff
sets
like
to
that
unlock.
here in a second.
Season
And
2
now the-
brings an
the
entirely
armor
new
sets give
rewards
special
track
bonuses,
with
too.
49 new items, while the rewards track from Season 1 has been moved to the shop for golden horns. Speaking of the shop, we've done a redesign to make gameplay items now unlockable at all times, as well as offering cosmetic bundles. We have
That's
plenty
all I
of
care
quality
about.
of life changes coming with this season,
just want the
including
cosmetic
having
bundles.
pre-built gates when starting a session,
Rebuilt gates.
a donate max
Only level
shortcut
1
to speed
though.
up the donation process,
I mean, it's better
the
than
option to choose
gates.
your own
Yeah, than no
matchmaking
gates.
region, and among many others, a brand new auto-equipping system that works when crafting and repairing equipment.
I have to pause
Many
this
of
for a
you-
second.
Auto-equip.
I agree with Thorn. Give us more hairstyles. Yes, I agree with Thorn 100%. This, I mean, like, I would like more hairstyles, and also would like to be able to switch out the
Y'all rubbing
hairstyles
in your hair
often.
privilege.
Like,
These were community driven, and we always appreciate your feedback.
Oh,
I could
that's
go
so
on and on about
cute!
everything coming to Sega 2, but
That
we'll let you
serpent,
discover it all very
pet is
soon. So get ready
adorable.
to sail the
Yep.
seas, confront the newest Saga boss, and do your best to survive with your tribe. Thanks for watching.
yay, so
And,
excite.
one more thing.
See, now you don't die from rolling into the water, but you could if it's cold and you're not prepared for it, you could die because the water is kind of cold. So, yeah.
Unless you play as my class, which doesn't have to worry about temperature.
That's true. If you play as a what do you play?
Sage.
Laseer?
Or
Seer,
Seer,
not
yes.
Sage.
It starts with an S. I got that much right.
Oh, look, we got the baby sloths sleeping right now. So yeah, today I have the baby sloth out too, by the way, y'all. So every now and then I'll just like hop over to check on the baby sloth to see how they're doing. It's so adorable. It just has like a paw out, or I don't know, I guess you can't call it a paw. Little arm with claws isn't really a paw, but it's really adorable. I've been watching them this morning. Anyways, let's jump into the Tribes of Midgard patch notes.
Mhm.
They were updated early this morning, so I'm just gonna kind of go over some of this stuff. This is that's not important right there. Oh, but we are gonna do the Tribes of Midgard Eula days, which like I'm excited because they're gonna have like cool like all father armor and all that, so I'm excited about that. So I'll read from under here. It says, embracing the festive spirit with a sharpened candy cane held high, the launch of Saga 2 also marks the beginning of our Yule Day celebration, starting on December 14th and continuing until January 3rd. And today is the 14th, y'all, so like get on it if you're wanting to get in and get all the goodies. You'll notice a wintry makeover to the main menu, as well as some decorations laid about the village. There are spoilers below, so beware. So if you don't want to hear spoilers about tribes, then close your ears or mute me for a little bit until this page goes away and then come back.
Thorn says sloths don't have paws; they have hug clingers.
Yeah, hug clingers. That's what it is. It's so adorable because they're just like, and their like long claws are really cute to me. I don't know why. I think sloths are adorable. Okay, let's get into this. Okay, so we get a new biome,
The
open seas.
The emergence of Jormungandr has changed the seas of Midgard forever. All worlds are now generated with a far greater balance of water, now populated with islands filled with dangerous creatures, rare resources, and valuable treasures.
Okay, and the new structure is the shipyard. Well, I mean, if you have boats, of course you need like a shipyard. So
You need to build them.
I guess we're gonna have to build the shipyard like how we built the quarry and the farm and the lumber mill. So
Except it's saying here it's found in the Ash Beach biome.
so it's in the beach, on the beaches, those gray beaches. So we'll have to do that. I don't know how soon. Like, here's the thing: we're gonna have to figure out like what the like Sheldon brought this up, which was a good point. Like, I'm wondering what's the meta game going to be. It's gonna be interesting because we're gonna have to learn it, and I don't know what to expect. Hi, Brandon! Happy Tuesday. How are you doing?
Thank you for joining us on this expedition.
How are you doing? It's good to see you. I'm glad to see you. We're just going over the Tribes of Midgard patch notes because season 2 has started today. We're getting in some boats, shipyards, all this good stuff. They're going to be doing the holidays events and all this other stuff that I'm excited about.
I'll say this much. You know how there's there's been all those times where like you need to get to here, but you're not sure if you follow the land this way or follow the land this way to get to it?
Yeah.
Well, now you could just swim.
Actually, that's a good point because I don't know how many times we're because there's like a river, you have to go all the way around to get to the other side. I've had to do that so many times, but now you can just get into the river and swim across.
Yeah.
That
However,
is so nice.
You do have a like stamina bar or something while swimming, so you can't.
Yeah, so you can't swim forever. But thankfully, the rivers are not like as large as like the ocean or something like that. So
yeah,
that's kind of the thing.
I wonder if anybody has a bonus to swimming.
Oh, that's a good
If any
point. I didn't
class
even
does.
think about that.
Because that could be really useful.
Or bonus to stam would be useful.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that
Anyway.
would be good. Okay, boats, and boats. They should say boats and hoes. But, so you're going to be able to get the fairing, the carve, and the drakkar. So, the first one is the smallest, and it goes up. Drakkars. Please not our boat. No Drakkars on our boat, okay?
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be better to go with your own bow or what, or if like it's better to just make a large bow and then bring multiple people. I guess it depends on what's happening.
It depends on the size of your group, I would think.
Yeah.
Brandon's totally got it. Boats and hoes.
Step Brothers. Watch it if you haven't seen it. No hose on your boats too. No, Nord said that he'll be my hoe for my boat.
She's gonna bring the boat. I'm gonna be the hoe.
So yeah. Okay. Do you want to read the thing about it? Having conquered.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Having conquered the Wolf Saga, the Etherjar words further reflect on the past lives as Vikings and the old ways. With renewed purpose, they remembered the lost art of sailing these majestic vessels across the seas. And then they added swimming, too. That's right, swim! Not only did blah, blah, blah recently remember the ancient art of sailing, but the crucial skills necessary...
Einhar or something.
It's Einhar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. But
Einherjar?
Yeah, something like
Einherjar.
that.
Something like that. Crucial skills necessary to survive in a world with so much water until they run out of stamina. I wonder if you start taking damage when you run out of stamina, or you just drown.
I think you just drown. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're just going to drown. So don't die. Don't lose your stamina. So this is what you have to do, from what I'm understanding. You take the boat out to the big open seas. But the problem is if you want to jump into the ocean and swim, you can, but you can freeze to death. And also if you're too far away, like you can't just go to any place and get out of the water. You have to go to the beaches to get out of the water.
Really?
So yes. So if you're that's what I understand from watching the live stream the other day.
Scroll up a little bit.
So
it looks like they're going to be able to get in and out of the water, like right there.
Where
the swim. Stay. Stop. Right there.
No, it's fine, like right there, but they were saying with the boats you can't do it. Like out in open seas, you can't just dock your boat anywhere.
Yeah,
like,
okay,
and if you get out of the water and you're not by it, you might have to swim all the way to the beach.
With the boat, not the other side.
Yeah, with
Thorn, having conquered the Wolf Saga, looks back and forth as she just started playing. Hey, but your very first game, you did get a Fenrir kill. So I mean, you're just that good.
I don't know how many times I played before I even realized there was an end boss. Me and Nord didn't even know there was. You remember that?
Yeah, we were.
Nord
just
stayed up really late because, I think Nord got more addicted to this game than I did, and he stayed up really late. And he's like, "Did you know this, this, and this, and this, and this?" I'm like, "Whoa, slow down!" I was like, and I think that's how you probably figured out that there was even an end boss. We had no idea because we were like, when we were playing it, it was very like. So what's like the goal of the game? Like what do you do? Like what do you do? What are you working towards? We really didn't know. It took a lot of like playing around with it to figure it out.
We were also like avoiding guides and stuff. So.
Yeah, that's true. We do that in a lot of games, avoid guides, and it probably slows us down a lot.
And then when winter was hitting, we were like, okay, so this is a thing.
Yeah, I think we avoided guides, but I think eventually we start looking at guides at some point. But I really think compared to other people, we're probably slower on the looking at guides thing because we tend to like to explore.
Avoid it until I've beaten something.
Yeah, because then I feel like it what ends up happening is it kind of you lose that sense of exploration if you look at a guide beforehand. But if you've been on it for a while, then I'm okay with looking at guides. Yep. Also, it helped starting to group up with other people, and some of the people already knew what was going on, so that kind of helped a little bit too. Okay. So yeah, we're going to be having swimming. Not only do Einhart recently remember the ancient art of sailing, but the crucial skill... Okay, I didn't remember this. New saga boss. You made me go up, which lost my place. New saga boss, Jormungandr. I'm not sure how to say that, but...
Yep, Jormungandr.
Jormungandr has risen. The notorious poisonous world serpent resides in his lair at the heart of the ocean. And if he's not stopped soon, he will consume all of Midgard in the name of Ragnarok.
Yay!
Consume. Okay, new suck. I just think it's funny that we have a serpent in this game as well, and we have a serpent in Curious Expedition too. It feels like the serpents are following us lately. I don't know, into games.
It does feel like that, yeah.
It's really funny. Okay, new Saga Quest and Saga Quest Selection.
Is that giving you weird audio issues having that?
What do you mean?
The audio here. From your Kindle.
There shouldn't be any audio on.
You don't hear it?
I don't hear it. Is it? I hear it from yours.
It's from mine?
Yeah, it's coming from over there.
Really?
Yeah. Don't worry. Nord has bad hearing. It's coming from yours.
Okay, I turned it down further.
I'm pretty sure that's yours. Let me.
No, that's yours.
Where's it coming from? What is it coming? Can't be coming from mine. All my stuff is like off. I don't have anything on over on mine.
It's coming from your direction. Let me get closer.
Do y'all hear an echo? Because if they don't hear an echo, then we don't really have to worry about it. It sounds like it's coming from yours. Look, I'm messing with the sound. It's not doing anything. Okay, Thorn doesn't hear an echo.
Yeah, it's because it's very quiet, but...
Anyways, I was reading this and then Nord got up and left. But new Saga Quest and Saga Quest Selection. With the new Saga boss introduced, we've also introduced a new Saga Quest that will guide you on your journey to defeat Jormungandr. I have no idea how to say this serpent's name. We're just going to call him the Serpent from now on because I don't know how to say that name. Fenrir remains as part of the world, as is the saga quest to defeat him. If you're feeling particularly brave and fast, you can even attempt to complete both saga quests in a single world. Ooh. Please note, well, maybe Sheldon will be able to figure it out, because I don't honestly think that I could do it, like in a solo thing. I don't think I could do it. I'm not even sure if you and me could do it. But if we have Sheldon and some other people, I think maybe we could do both of them. Please note that during Season 2, The Serpent Saga is selected by default, but can be changed at the quest board at any time. So yeah, so it's defaulted to doing the Serpent boss, but you can change it to Fenrir if you want to do a Fenrir kill. And also you can do both of them in one saga. Okay, go ahead. Read chat, please.
Oh, Curious Expedition 2. Where the hell is that sound coming from? Expansion. I found it. Hazzie just didn't agree with me.
I didn't really hear much, so it didn't bother me. And as long as nobody on chat really hears it, I think Nord was really sensitive. Oh, by the way, I was just thinking about it. Nord has an extra mic that he could have been using for Discord. So we're going to get him to use that mic for his Discord. And I am never unplugging the other mic ever again because I'm constantly starting up everything. And I'm like, okay, let's test, because thankfully I've gotten into the habit of testing our mics before we begin or sometimes on the starting soon scene. And I was like, okay, let's test our mics, and there's no sound. And so as soon as I see there's no sound, and I know that he's not muted, I'm just like, okay, we need to like plug in your mic, please. And it's really kind of annoying because my PC setup is not on top of my desk. It's kind of like back and away from my desk. So it's kind of a big pain in the butt to have to unplug things because it's over there. My desk is not really sturdy enough to handle like having my PC on top of it. Well, it might be able to, but I don't want to chance it. Okay. So
there's a new condition that you have to worry about. Poisoned.
Yeah, it's bad.
Some of the newly introduced attacks, such as from the Selkie's Claws or Jor's Spit, are capable of poisoning you. The poison condition will slowly eat away at your HP and mana if you're afflicted. So the mana part's probably, I mean, the HP is not good, but you can, get heals and stuff.
Yeah, that's not going to be fun. I think there's probably going to be a potion or something that can help you like combat the poison when you get poisoned. So that should be fine.
I'm hoping so.
Thorn said, Windows, you unplugged that. You must never want to use it ever again. Well, let me put it this way. I kind of like, okay, so Nord's been having problems with Windows.
Yeah, Windows 11's giving me all sorts.
Because of Windows 11. But I don't know, since I don't have Windows 11, but since they've updated, I've been having all kinds of freaking issues. And it's really weird because sometimes I'm like, I told Nord, like, sometimes I feel like my PC's been hacked or something, but it's usually Windows causing problems. And I'm just like, why? Like, I feel like Windows went from being stable to now it just keeps acting up, and it keeps like messing with other things that I'm working with, and I don't know why that is. It just I used to not like dread updates for Windows, but since this last one, I now do. Like, because I've never had this many issues before.
Yeah, it seems like they're constantly making issues. Okay, I'm going to read a couple of things and I'm going to go through them a little quick.
Okay.
There's new armor perks. So, like, remember how there was the wearing nothing thing?
Yeah.
The rune?
Yeah.
And you would get a lot for it. This way, it actually encourages you to wear stuff. So, like, the example that they give is the Satyr Veil, which the Satyr set increases damage against hell things per piece equipped. So
okay, that's cool.
You'll do more and more damage against hell things. But like they have a whole bunch of them. So Saga 2 debuffs the armor perk system. Every piece of armor from Tribes of Midgard now contains an additional passive bonus. Each perk is assigned to a particular armor set. You can also mix and match set perks if you're feeling creative. Multiple pieces with the same armor set will still stack the bonus, though. So the villager one, the one that you begin with, if you select it or you just craft some basic stuff, it increases the chance to receive double the loot from enemy drops per piece equipped.
So there's actually like a reason to equip some of like lower stuff, because a lot of times I avoid the lower stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's kind of nice that they did that, so that it encourages people to actually go for some of the armor. Because you don't necessarily have to, but this way you do get a bonus if you do. So I kind of like that they did that.
Say you're out there trying to farm some yarn. It's probably good to have villager set on if you can handle it.
Yeah. And then it looks like a whole bunch of the other sets got their own...
Yeah, sword, axe, hammer damage, thunder, damage against hell things, which we just showed,
Mm-hmm.
increases ice, fire, dark damage, and then later on, when you get to the higher stuff, damage against Jotun, regenerate HP, damage against Saga bosses, and then the final set, which is also new, regenerate mana every 2 seconds.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
So you could just keep spamming your special abilities, possibly.
Yeah.
Anyways, they got new creatures, so they got the seals, which are cute.
There's the they have the seals, but they also have the selkies. So the seals in the game now, you basically want to destroy all the seals, not just for resources, but also they could turn into selkies. I saw that on the Tribes of Midgard stream that the devs did the other day. One of the cute seals turned into selkie, and it's like, nah. No, do not trust the seals. Just club all the seals if you see them.
They have poison attacks, so that's probably one of the first times somebody would be dealing with poison.
Oh yeah, that's true. They have a poison that they can put on you.
And then they also have Fossagrim, which are kind of in the same line as that. Armed with their trusty leers, whatever. Fossagrims come bearing one of 3 magical songs that provide benefits to their allies in a nearby radius. So they were talking about how they could like res.
Yeah. I think the Fossagrims, they look like dudes that are on like blue clouds or something. Is that the Fossagrim?
Yep.
Yeah. So they're pretty cool looking. I really like what they've done with the new enemies. I'm happy to see them. Even though I don't like that they're what they're doing to cute seals. Like they've turned seals into bad guys. It's like, no, not the seals.
Anyways, they got some cool things, like they'll make certain things immune. And stuff like that. So that's it's kind of crazy.
Okay. Unique camps.
There's also do you want to get that?
Yeah. Unique camps are fortified with a gauntlet of turrets and host enemies defending a sacred beacon used to light the way to the serpent. I'm not going to try to do Jormungandr because I'm not sure if that's pronounced right. So I'm just calling it the serpent. Yeah, we can call him Jorm.
Or serpent.
New runes. We have added 5 new runes to bolster options and provide strategies. See below for their abilities and how to acquire them. So we've got the harvest boon or boom.
So when you harvest, there's an explosion.
Okay, and then the mana pathfinder.
Gain 10 mana per second.
I like
when
that.
running on a path. That seems pretty nice.
That's really nice. Nothing to wield. This one seems cool to me. You go ahead and read it.
Increased damage dealt by combo attacks and spells when fighting unarmed. Enabling resource harvesting without tools.
So you just go around and like punch things. That is so cool. You don't have to worry about like getting a weapon. I think that's cool.
The community manager that we were watching when we were watching the stream the other day, she had that, and she was hitting like a truck barehanded.
Just punch things.
Yeah.
I probably won't be going this, even though I might try it out. But I prefer using bows because I like staying back. Yeah, I like staying back. Like I don't feel like rangers like a whole bunch of damage. I feel like you kind of like lose a little bit of damage when you play ranger, but you gain like a little bit of safety.
Yeah,
and so
you also get the farthest zoom back. So you
that too.
You could be at ranges where they don't even know you're there.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you're a sniper. 2 more. Winter's Wake. Opponents, defeated enemies have a 15% chance to activate a swirling storm of frost around you, dealing medium damage. So that's good AoE.
Yeah.
That's nice. Like if you're killing a whole group, that's going to be a lot of damage.
And then Era's Gift, bearing the markings of Era foot crush, the back of this idol just reads, "You owe me 1," whatever that means. What? I don't know. So I don't know what that's going to do.
I have no idea.
So we'll have to see what Era's Gift does. They gave us a surprise there.
It could be like the one that was the other surprise.
Yeah, and it's a legendary rune, so it'll probably be pretty cool. The only other legendary rune I can think of right now is like the golden egg one.
Yep, and the golden egg actually gives you like extra horns when you leave.
Yeah.
Thorin said, "I was actually going to switch my PC to the other side of my desk, but I'd have to unplug stuff. And with the issues I've been having,
just no.
Yeah. No.
I would say no, too.
I agree. Dude, I feel like they do this whenever there's a new Windows that comes out. Like, the new one's buggy as hell, but they make the old one less functional so that you're giving limited options.
Yeah.
It's just like, Windows 10 was running just perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Like months ago. And now your Windows 10 is having issues. Other people that we talk to have Windows 10 issues, and my Windows 11 is like fucking going crazy.
I'll be honest. I'm like a little concerned. I'm like, are they practicing obsolescence or something? You know what I mean? Like, are they trying to do something to try to make our PCs like obsolete, so we have to switch over to buy a new PC or something? That's what I feel like.
It feels like that sometimes. Thorin is commenting on your nothing to wield rune comment. Says the woman who wanted to punch stuff in Mecha Jammer.
It didn't work out so well in Mecha Jammer, but that was because I think I needed more dice into unarmed in order to be a decent unarmed. Also, I think that if I wanted to be unarmed, I shouldn't have gone with the Bio Plus birth kit. I know we're totally going back to a different like game, but hang in there with me, mixing the streams. But I think if maybe a different one, like I don't know if it's like the natural birth kit or maybe the government one, but I think there might be one of those two might have a career, because like they have different careers. I think one of them might have had a career that might have put some pips into my unarmed one, but I had kept. I don't know why, but I kept deciding that I have to go Bio Plus. I don't know why. I think that's because you went Bio Plus, and I'm like, well, you know what you're doing, so we'll just copy Nord. But that's not necessarily true.
That's true.
And I do think that I still like the idea of unarmed in Mecha Jammer. I think I'm gonna try it eventually, and when I get around to playing Mecha Jammer again, I'll create another character and do that. But part of me doesn't want to create. Like, I need to save the current character because I finally beat the first boss on Mecha Jammer with what I currently have. So I basically I had to put like a good amount of dice into slug gun and a good amount of dice into one-handed edge, which is just basically a big knife. And this time I tried a strat where I held onto every single bullet I had, and then I used my slug guns on the boss, and the boss died quickly. But guess what happened? I just want to tell you all this, what happened, because we didn't figure it out on stream, but I figured it out off a stream right after the stream. So apparently for the quest there is, or for the quest when you defeat the boss, he drops a note, and you need that note to then be able to move on because it has a code.
Yep.
The problem is I didn't see any note anywhere. I looked everywhere. There was no note. So now I have to start all over and try again.
No. We also figured this out off stream.
What?
That
I don't know what you're talking about.
When a thing appears on the map where they're giving you a tip, you can click on that portion of the map and it'll bring up the data.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
You should have the notes right.
I should. We will try it out again. Because I honestly, even though that's a hard game, I like it. It's just going to be slow going for me.
Keep in mind, if you're doing the unarmed, you could also go with shield.
Oh, yeah. You mean in Tribes? Or do you mean in Mecha Jammer?
Mecha Jammer.
Okay. Because I was thinking in Tribes, you could go with a shield.
Yeah, you always can go with shields here because it gives you a shield.
But yeah, I guess that's true.
You could spec for being able to have a shield.
So you can punch and go with it. That's a good idea.
You block, you wait until they get their attack out, and then
Okay, but I don't like going block because you have to actually block, and you think I have timing for that? I don't know who you think I am, sir.
Okay, we'll just F it. Just punch them. Hopefully you punch them before they stab you.
That's the way. I mean, that's what I'm doing with my knives with the one-handed edge. I just hit them with the one-handed edge. I have no shield. Yeah. I just like the idea of just going around and being like, psh. Which is weird because I've never played a monk on any of the games. Whenever they have the option of playing a monk, I never go monk. But all of a sudden lately, I'm all about guns and punching. I don't know what happened.
I've been feeling inspired by Thorn, and I really wanted to go like a grenade build in game.
Yeah.
And I got to this point where I had a fair amount of Molotov cocktails. And like you toss them down, and it's a little fire area.
Yeah.
It's not a big fiery area.
Check on the baby sauce real quick. Yeah, go ahead. They're cute. They're just moving around trying to be comfy under the blankets.
That's you right there.
This is on the Toucan Rescue Ranch. If y'all y'all curious. I'm watching it through YouTube right now, but you can also go to explore.org and watch it there. Explore.org is a really cool website, by the way. I suggest y'all check it out. Tons of freaking animal sites. And you can learn about all these different places that do cool things for animals. Anyways, go on.
Thank you, Tangential. What was I talking about?
You were on another tangent of Mecha Jammer, and you were saying something about I don't know. Was it the punching or something about the? We don't know. So let's get back to Tribes of Midgard.
Okay.
I don't know.
Thanks for losing me. So there's multiple new starter kits. The Sailor starter kit. Let's see. Equip the starter kit to begin the world with the basic boat. So you already start with the basic boat if you go with it.
I'm lost. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was gonna say I'm lost. I don't know
you
where
got a
you're
builder
at.
starter kit. Equip the starter kit to begin the new world with 10 wooden boards, 10 cut stone, and 10 wrought iron. You could probably like right away run in and build one of these things. That's pretty cool.
Thorn said Molotov cocktails make small
Oh
fires.
yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Equals bummer.
So you have a small fire, and good luck
Thanks,
trying
Thorn, for jogging our memories.
Thank you.
Somebody at least had a memory.
Good luck getting them to stand in the fire.
Yeah.
Like the only option you have is to just be like face to face with them.
Yeah,
While they're standing in the fire. So, that's bad because you're taking damage as they're trying to stab or shoot or whatever you. But if you had a shield and were blocking, you could probably just keep them in the fire.
Yeah, that's true.
So that was my thought process on that.
Although how easy that is to do in the game because it's pixelated, I don't know. Like I could see myself messing up. So I don't know.
It's true.
But but the concept, that's a good idea as a concept, you know what I mean?
Possibly.
But I don't know how many times I've had a good idea in my head, and then I tried it in game and I'm like, I guess this is not a good idea. But I do like the idea and I think it's worth a try, to be honest. Okay, so we were talking about new starter kits.
Anyways, so
in Tribes.
I like that as a possibility, being able to use blocking, but we'll see if it works.
Yeah.
Industrial starter kit. Equip the starter kit to begin with the new world with Freyr's Harvest rune ×1 and a Harvest Boom rune.
I don't remember what the
Freyr's Harvest heals you when you harvest,
okay.
and the other one does damage when you're harvesting. So
I need to use this because like I don't know how many times I'm running around because I do a lot of harvesting. I think I probably harvest more than anybody because I lose track of what I'm doing. So I just picks up stuff. I feel like that maybe that's good for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
But look at the second one.
Well, the good thing about that other one is you draw them into somewhere.
Yeah.
And then you harvest, and then it'll blow them up. The Twin Knuckle starter kit gives you 2 nothing to wield runes.
Yeah.
So big damage.
So put those 2 and then that blue nothing to wield. Can you stack those?
This is 2 of them right here.
Oh,
so, yes.
it's this. Okay.
So yes, you can stack them.
Oh my god!
If you totally lucked out, you could get 5, or if you're playing the Warden, 6.
Yeah.
6 nothing to wield runes.
Yeah.
And just like punch things into oblivion.
Thorn says, I'm all about the harvesting. I love gathering. That industrial starter kit might just be for you then. It's really nice if you can get a heal and not have to worry about running into like a, what are they called? The healing fountains. Yeah.
Yeah. The not saga mode, but the whatever mode, the long-term mode.
Survival mode.
That's much better for if you're wanting to harvest and stuff.
Yeah. Something I like about Tribes is it's just really nice to get in and just harvest sometimes. It's kind of relaxing.
Yeah. No, it's nice because everybody needs harvesting done.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And then we got the Tactical Retreat Starter Kit. Equip this starter kit to begin a new world with a Waystone Potion ×1 and a Speed Elixir ×2. I don't really use Speed Elixirs too often unless like I happen to have one and I'm running away from something. So I don't really use them.
Well, that's why it's there. Tactical Retreat.
But Waystone Potion is nice to have when you don't have your Waystone up.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
it's nice to be able to get that. Anyways, Expedition Starter Kit. Equip the starter kit to begin the new world with Merchant Sorcerer Treasure Map ×2. So you get to find out where the merchants and sorcerers are. A Shrine Map ×2. and Mana Pathfinder Rune. That's pretty
That's
nice.
really nice. So you will get like they will show 2 am I saying that right? 2 shrines on the map. So that's kind of nice because you have, in order to open up, which I don't remember which class it is right now, but in order to open up a certain class, you have to have 15 shrines. Maybe it's Hunter. In order to open up Hunter, which if you like Gathering, Hunter might be the way to try out Thorn. I'm not sure.
Gain extra from Gathering.
Yeah. But anyways,
they also have like stealthy capability.
I think it's Hunter. In order to open up Hunter, you need 15 shrines.
This isn't about that. This is about merchants and sorcerers.
It doesn't say shrine. You get a
you get a couple shrine treasures.
That's what I'm saying. That works towards opening up your. Doesn't that work towards opening up your your class? Because now everybody's gonna go back to level 1, and all the classes you opened up have to be reopened up.
Really?
That's what I understand. Yes.
Oh, you have to reopen up.
Yeah, everything starts over in the new season.
Man. I need to unlock my
seer.
My seer again.
Yeah.
All right.
So everybody's back to the beginning.
I need that.
Anyways, that's why I feel like the shrine treasure map is good, because that like works towards getting one of your characters open. That's why I think that's a big deal.
I really like the merchant one.
I was about to say merchant, but it's only merchant times 2, which means like you might not get the one you're looking, because we are always looking for the one in the pools or the swamp. Because we always want lindworm spikes for our weapons. So you can, like, it's cool, but you might not get the one you want.
Oh, also something to keep in mind.
So
if you're going into that full lindworm set, the armor as well, that gives you bigger boost to lightning damage.
Yeah,
so you could just go like heavy lightning damage.
Yeah.
So
lightning damage is cool, but when you're fighting lindworms, it kind of
but don't fight lindworms.
I have to fight lindworms in order to make my bow.
But if you know where to buy the stuff,
that's true. If I can buy the stuff, it's fine. That's true.
Anyway, we should be going through this a little bit faster.
It's because we end up talking about
new pirate set. It's cosmetic.
Yes, this looks cool.
New rewards tracker. New pets. You got the flight master, which is a parrot. You got the baby Jormy, little Jormungandr, and a bunch of other stuff. New crafting. So where you could get new spells, new armor. The Jormungandr armor gives you poison proof.
So if you want to like deal with the poison not the Selkies can put on you, that's a way to do it. Get that. If you're fighting a bunch of Selkies.
Anyways, that's that set, and then you have the serpent armor set down below too, which gives you other stuff including
the serpent armor set looks nice.
It does.
I like it. Looks
There's
really
an immunity
cool.
elixir that you can now craft.
Yeah.
So
that can also help towards the poison that you were talking about.
And we got the Eula Day stuff. So. And then
there's
they made some balance and quality of life.
Bunch of different challenges for the Eula Day stuff. I guess I don't know what the first one is. Defeat 20 unfrozen Vikings and earn the present loot chest. I don't know what that means. Is it just they're gonna give you whatever? I don't understand.
Yeah, you're gonna get
or is it just gonna make your chest in the game look fancy?
Do you know how there's the daily challenges?
Yeah,
it's just this.
Oh, okay.
But with a fancy looking.
Okay. And then also the second challenge is you can get this adorable freaking Bucky the Yule goat. That's what I want.
Yes.
And then you can also get you can get a Eula Day portrait, which is adorable. It's a snowman with a Viking helmet. And then here's like the whole like All Father set. I definitely want this. It's very Christmassy. I'm not usually into Christmas, but when we're in games, I'm like, give me all the Christmas stuff.
That's true.
I don't even care.
Gaming Christmas you're about.
And then we've got we're just going to go, I'm not going to like read all this, y'all, because like we've been going for a while and I'm ready to like start playing. But then we've got all these cool balance changes. So if y'all want to check that out, it is on our Discord. A bunch of other changes. I do want to bring up, there was a change for the Ranger Slowpoke, because I'm always playing Ranger in this game. Ranger's Slowpoke Blessing has been improved so that the effect can now also be triggered by bow attacks in addition to standard melee attacks. So
holy crap.
Yeah, so I'm very happy with that. And that makes me keep wanting to play Ranger, because I know a lot of people, I've heard people like complain about Ranger being kind of underpowered. for me, I'm just like, I'll take the underpowered if it means I can be a little safer. But I really like the fact that you can now slow a lot more
even
easily.
If it's a low proc rate, you fire so many arrows so
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a good idea.
So,
and then
yeah.
Hunter class unlock. With the expanded world and addition of islands, we've changed the requirement of unlocking the Hunter class from activating all shrines in a world to activate 15 shrines in a world to keep the challenge accessible.
Yep.
And then there was like one other, let me look on, that I don't remember what it was, that I really had thought like, oh, you're going to like this. Oh yeah. So layer treasure maps can now be found in the last treasure chest of a hideout. So isn't that what you were wanting, was something like that?
Yes.
So, I mean, it's not like exactly what you want, but it helps.
It's nice because it gives you progression. They were also talking about how they did progression quests in it now too.
Mm-hmm.
So you do this and it unlocks this and then it leads to that and so on and so forth. It actually has a better questing system than New World. What do you know?
And I just want to mention this this one more couple of things before we stop talking about the new season. So there's known issues that are still under investigation. Boats may sometimes lose their momentum if passengers collide with the mast or the player on the rudder. So that's just something to know.
Don't run into those people.
Try not to do that, because apparently there's like some issues. And then they're just talking about, they've added a seed number to the game over screen to help identify worlds that have had rare generation issues that cannot be easily reproduced. So if you need to like put in a bug report or anything, that's a place. And there's another place that it says on here somewhere, if you check the notes, where you can get the seed and send it in so they can see what you're talking about.
That's cool.
So okay, so
They're
I
doing
think
a lot of good stuff. I'm really happy to see all the work being done in this game. Also, like there was a time where it was a little difficult to be able to get people to play with.
Yeah,
like
that was true.
You would queue up and hope that somebody would join, and people weren't.
Well,
but now it's happening again.
I think it's because they're doing cross-platform,
mm-hmm.
And then not only that, but Epic has the game now too.
Yep.
And I'm just letting you know, you might, if you have a friend who has the game,
if I
but
had a friend, yes,
no, who has the who has the game on Epic, you need to make sure that you connect your
Epic account,
Steam account to the Epic account. And that way you can send a specific invite to that friend that's on Epic.
Okay, will do.
So that's another thing. I had wanted to talk about the winter teaser number 2, Dynasty Legacy of Crusader Kings 3, but I haven't even looked at it, so I don't know. We could save this for the next Geeky Talk.
Sounds good to me.
Which will be on Wednesday. So
we are at 1:30 almost.
Okay. Let's say goodbye to the sloths, which now we also got a freaking... Is this a parrot on the freaking
parrot or
camera?
Macaw? I don't...
Macaw, maybe? Yeah, it's adorable. It's just eating there. Love it. Okay, y'all.
I too like nuts.
You two are nuts. I mean, like nuts.
Yes.
I did not mean what I said. Okay, y'all. We are now going to jump into the game Curious Expedition 2 and get to playing that. I don't remember. Oh, that's right. I learned. Do you have the game up already?
I have the game up.
So I learned that. Hang on here, y'all. So I learned that when you take damage, you get wounds. And those wounds, if they're not healed right away by sleep or a heal or whatever, can get infected. And then that is how they turn into abominations. So
that's how her whole crew was abominations constantly.
That's why I was turned, because I pushed them just a little bit too hard, and I wasn't like healing them or having them rest. The downside is I never have a healer, and I guess medkits would help, but I never have enough medkits. So I'm going to try thinking, well, I got to rest. I wish you could just rest anywhere, but you know what would be really helpful? They have camps that you can buy so that you can set up a tent and rest. So like as soon as I can get like a camp, that might be something to get. I wonder if one of the clubs might have a camp, like a tent set, so that you can use that, but I don't know because I don't have everything unlocked, and I have been focusing on the Royal Avalon Society, so it might not even be within the Royal Avalon Society. I have no idea. So that's just something to keep in mind of why I'm turning into abominations constantly, or at least my party is.
I've been thinking that I really, because I've been having issues where when my people were alcoholics and then I got that cleanse and stuff.
Yeah.
I think I need to get the cattle prod thing again so I could convince them to like me.
Okay.
Once again, this relates to the conversation earlier when Hazzie was talking about hypothetically having friends.